Hi, so this is the 10 things that I miss tag that I found on Ladymidnighter's YouTube channel. And thank you for tagging me. I think you tagged me. Either way, I know you probably would. And I said I was going to do it. Um, so I'm just going to jump right in. I made my list of random things that I miss. And some of them are pretty given, and other ones are just kind of new that you guys probably might not know about me. So a given one is fall and Halloween. I would skip the whole summer just to have fall again because it is my favorite time of year and it just feels so good outside, and I just can't stand the heat anymore, and you guys know that. I've said that so many times in my videos. But and Halloween, because I love Halloween and I love being able to find cute Halloween and gothy things that you can't find any other time of year unless you're very fortunate to find them at a thrift store or something. So that's my first one. Coming up with Lolita outfits. There was a couple of years where I came up with a Lolita outfit for my birthday. And one year was like a cupcake themed. The other year was just more like a punk casual Lolita. And it was really fun to come up with those outfits and do my hair with a bunch of bows and style and stuff. I just really love the Lolita fashion and even the gothic Lolita looks. And I need to do that again. I need to plan something. I'm just not sure right now what. If I get some money or I find a really cool piece, like a clothing piece, then I might start thinking about planning another one for my birthday and maybe make a little more gothic Lolita than the cute pinky. I mean, I love cute pinky, pink and purple and different things like that, but I want to kind of try my hand at mixing the goth and the Lolita style together. I'm being excited about exercise. Don't really talk about this as much as I used to in my videos, but I was very overweight a few years ago, quite a while ago actually, and I finally took matters into my own hands, and I'm still overweight, and I've gained some of my weight back, but at one point I had lost 70 pounds, and I got so into exercising and so excited about exercise that it just became a part of me where I had to do it all the time. I had to do it, daily or as much as I could and be very active. And I really got down there. I got down to like size 15 jeans, and that's huge for me because I went from like size 26. And so 15 was like the skinniest thing for me, and I'm nowhere near that again. I went back up a little bit and I really regret that, but I'm so happy with my body. There's parts of it I don't like still, but I'm still trying to embrace myself and love myself and continue to work. Now that I'm not going to be working for a little while, I'm going to go back to exercising again, but I just really need to get the motivation and I really need to keep at it. So I really miss that motivation and that drive that I had back then. And I know it's still in me. I just need to reach down inside and grab it and utilize it. Art classes. I absolutely miss art classes. Art classes always made me feel good. It always gave me structure in my creativity. It would give me something, a specific project to work on. And I really love that. And I miss it. I've taken a lot of art classes. I took them in high school, of course, junior high. In college, I took some. Anytime I had a chance, I would like to take an art class. I just really miss them. It was my comfort zone, and I just felt safe within that environment to be there in my own little world creating. I miss being young. Yeah, I just really miss being young. I keep going to that, howold.net and putting my picture on there, and it will like give me a range of, depending on how I look, like if I wear makeup or I don't wear makeup, or just how my expression in my face is. I don't really know how that website works, but it's fun to play with, and I keep getting like anywhere from age 18 to 35, so that's still younger than I am, but I just really miss being in my early 20s. Yeah, I just really miss that, and I you never can go back, and it's just like, oh. But I'm always such a young at heart person, and I always will be. I'll be the old lady who will be playing with toys and dressing really young. I'll be this eccentric old lady. I miss my shows because it seems like everything's gone off air. Everything's had a season finale. So I am looking for new shows to watch and new shows to like get addicted to and marathon on Netflix and things like that. So I found a couple, but they're like really short, and so we'll see what happens there. But mostly I miss The Walking Dead and Bates Motel. Walking Dead's been gone a lot longer. But that'll be back in October, and that's a long time to wait, but at the same time, it's sooner than Bates Motel, because Bates Motel won't be back till probably next year. So yeah, I just really miss having something to look forward to watch on TV. The next two are People. It's pretty much a given that I miss my dad, and I don't dwell on it as much as I used to, but the other day when I was having a hard time at work, I was actually wishing that he was there helping me, and I was like, I wish you were here, Dad. And something happened recently where I kind of got convicted and learned kind of a lesson about letting go of things, letting go of bitterness. And so I prayed and let go finally of the bitterness I had toward the hospital the day that my dad passed away. And I can't tell you how good that felt to just let that go finally. And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I let myself entertain the thought for a few moments of that day. And I hate thinking about that day because it was one of the worst days in my life. But thinking about it just for those few seconds gave me the perspective to say, it's just happened. It's something that happened, and there was nothing they could have done, and nobody knows how long he was down before he got to the hospital. So it's not the hospital's fault, and I need to stop blaming them. So I feel so much better about that, even though I'm still emotional about it, and I always will be. That's one thing that I really miss. I miss my friend Pat. She is an older friend from church that I just met a while back, and she's just a really awesome, loving woman, and a wonderful woman of God, very compassionate, very kind. And we've been talking on the phone. She's been in Portland with her grandkids, and I hope she's supposed to be coming back this weekend. I don't know whether I'll see her at church or not, but I'm just really happy to have a friend outside of home that I can talk to and build her up, and she can build me up. And it's really important to have people like that, especially for me to have, fellow Christians that I can go to and talk with. And also the fact that all my friends, most of you guys probably, and are younger than me, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's always been like that for me. I've always had younger friends. I've always been like the older one, and I don't really have a problem with that, but it's also kind of nice to have someone that's older than you so that they're kind of like a mentor to you or like a big sister to you. So with her, that just kind of makes me feel that way. And then I don't mind being a big sister to anybody else. I think that's fun, and I love that. So, and two more. I miss where I used to live. Um, where I used to live was not a dry prairie where I live now. The land is so flat and dry, and it's so hot out here that it's kind of disappointing just to go outside. There isn't as much green as there was where I used to live. And I love being out where things are green and lush. And we used to have a lake behind the house. And the lake, you couldn't really swim in it, but it was just a beautiful lake to look at. And there was an awesome trail out there that after a while I started to get bored of and take for granted, but I'd give anything to go back there now. And I think I want to soon because I miss that trail so much. I could just be out there and be in creation and be with God and just enjoy myself and just be happy. And even days I would go out there when I was having a horrible day, and it was very healing to me just to be outside on that trail. And lastly, I miss doing Dork Noir. I was watching some of my old videos and I really liked that series. And I know I didn't get very many views on it in some ways, but I enjoy it. And most of the views on it are probably from me. And my family watched them too. But I enjoyed doing it. And it was just something fun to try and do. And also, a lot of it was, almost all of it, except for, a couple little things, almost all of it was pretty much improv. And I really liked doing it, and it was fun. And I liked the black and whiteness of it, and I want to go back to it again someday. I just can't think of anything to do right now, so maybe sometime. So that was my 10 things I miss tag, and I tag anybody who wants to do this, and I really like this tag, so thank you, Sarah, for thinking about doing it, and I will see you guys later.